All right, we're continuing now, and hopefully you can make this leap, if you will. Because if I had f of x is equal to x plus 2, the 0 would be x equals negative 2. And you get that because you take x plus 2 equal to 0, you subtract 2 from both sides, and that's what you get for the 0, right? Now we're going backwards. These are the zeros. And hopefully the leap that you can make is, okay, well, when I had this function here, negative 2 is a solution. So if I have negative 2 for a solution, x plus 2 has to be that. So I'm going to start by writing this, y equals. And here's the fun part. It's basically the opposite sign. So let's start with 1 first, negative 1 first. That comes from x plus 1 being a factor, all right? Because negative 1 plus 1 is 0, okay? Now 3, that comes from x minus 3, because 3 minus 3 is 0. And then 4, that's going to come from x minus 4. So if you want to think of it as the opposite, that's fine. All right, now it does say standard form. We're going to try and multiply this out now. It's going to take a bit of time, but the biggest issue is you better be able to get all that. That's really what I want. Okay? Now, it does take some work after that. I'm going to take these two in purple and multiply them out. This would be x times x minus 3 plus 1 times x minus 3. I get x squared minus 3x plus 1x minus 3. X squared minus 2x minus 3. If you're thinking, man, Mr. Burns going fast, you can pause the video whenever you want. Catch up. Definitely not mustard. So, I'm going to continue this out, and I'm going to just triple distribute, if you want to call it that. X squared times x minus 4 minus 2x times x minus 4, and then minus 3 times x minus 4. So it'd be x to the third minus 4x squared minus 2x squared plus, it's 8x, I'll mess that up, then minus 3x plus 12. But I'm not done because, A, that looks like a t instead of a plus sign. I have to combine like terms, so I'll use my dark gray here. X to the third minus 6x squared plus 5x plus 12. And that's what we get. I'm going to put y equals that in front of it because, hey, it's supposed to be a polynomial function. And there we go. Standard form. All right. Next up, this one's not going to be bad at all. Now, I'm going to put y equals here. Now, once again, if we have negative 3, that comes from x plus 3. If I have 0, that comes from x minus 0. Sure. And then another x minus 0. And then x minus 5. So I'm showing you this because there's some simplifying that needs to go. Now this and this, they can't be simplified. So it'd just be x plus 3 and x minus 5. Now, what is x minus 0? Don't say 0, it's x. What is x minus 0? It's x. What is x times x? It's x squared. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it's going to look before we put it in standard form. So we're going to take these two first and multiply them out. Do the tough job first. So it'll be x times x minus 5, and then plus 3 times x minus 5. So x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 15. I'm going to combine like terms. X squared minus 2x minus 15. And that's what we get from those two binomials. But we still have the x squared right out front. So we have to distribute that now, and then we'll be done. So it'll be y equals x to the fourth minus 2x to the third minus 15x squared. And that's just taking this x squared term and multiplying it by all three terms inside the parentheses. That one's done. All right. So we're doing this in standard form similarly. All right. So this would be x, and this is x minus 1 and x minus 1. So I'm going to take these two and multiply them together. So x times x minus 1. Don't need that parenthesis there. Come on. Tighten up, Mr. Byrne. And minus 1 times x minus 1. So we get x squared minus 1x plus 1. So it's x squared minus 2x plus 1, and I'm done. No, I'm not. That x needs to come down here. Be right out in front of it. So now it's x to the third minus 2x squared plus 1x, or just x. Doesn't matter how you write it, but it needs to look like that. Something similar. All right. Hopefully this is the last one of these because I'm really tired of just multiplying this stuff out. So I'm going to take these first two because this is actually x plus 3 times x plus 3. So I get x times x plus 3 plus 3 times x plus 3. I get x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. Add those together, x squared plus 6x plus 9. And then that's going to be multiplied by this bad boy right here. All right, changing the color, make it easier to read. So x squared times x plus 1 plus 6x times x plus 1 and plus 9 times x plus 1. So this would be x to the third plus x squared plus 6x squared plus 6x plus 9x plus 9. So our final answer here, once all is said and done, is x to the third plus 7x squared plus 15x plus 9. And that's what we got. Okay. Now, all we're trying to do is get these to be in parentheses. All right, that's it. So y equals, now they all have a 2x in common, so I'm going to take the 2x out. When you take that out, you're left with x squared plus 5x plus 6. That's because we divide everything by 2x. When you take out a 2x, you got to divide each term by that. Now, I'm not completely done yet, because this inside the parentheses can be factored. We're two numbers that multiply to 6 and add up to 5. All right, so that would be 2 and 3, I believe. Yeah, so it would be x plus 2 and x plus 3. That's it. It's in factored form. We don't have to check by multiplication. I like it the way it is. Now, factor it again. So, whoa, what am I doing? Get back there. All right. Forgot to hit a certain button. My apologies. So, these three terms have x squared in common, so you take the x squared out. You're left with x squared minus x minus 6. Now, what are two numbers that multiply to a negative 6 and add up to a negative 1? I'll give you time to think about it. Go ahead. 3 and 2, right? Almost. Got to make the 3 negative then. So x minus 3, x plus 2. All right. Moving right along. All right, factor in this one. First, hopefully we realize since there's a negative starting this off, we have to take out a negative, and they're all divisible by 3x. So we start like that. Then we get x squared. Oh, it's not going to be plus. It'll be minus. When you take each of these and divide by negative 3x, got to worry about signs. So it'll be minus 6x, and then it'll be plus 9. So it's negative 3x. I'm going to put a y equals out in front of it. Now, what are two numbers that multiply to a 9 and add up to a negative 6? 3 and 3, almost. They both have to be negative. This would be x minus 3 and x minus 3, which we could also write, if you really wanted to, which would look really great. X minus 3 quantity squared. Okay. I think I can get one more of these in. Yeah, we can do this. So the zeros here. Hopefully you remember x plus 1 equals 0, x minus 1 equals 0, and x minus 3 equals 0. When you solve each of those, you get x equals negative 1, positive 1, and positive 3. And that should take care of those, or that one. Next one, I'm going to go ahead and do this one quickly because hopefully you guys can make this. It's negative 2 and 3. Trouble drawing 3's. And last one on this video, x is going to equal 0 from here. It's going to equal 2 from there. It's going to equal negative 5. Just not finish this one strong. Negative 5 for the third 0 there. Thank you. Probably be another video.